On this episode of the Globe Sports Corner, the athletic department continues to break ground on the developing tennis courts. We sit down with Director of Tennis and Coach of the Year, John Beamisturfer, and we've got the Everence Financial Student Athlete of the Week, as well as your Maple Leaf Minute. All that and more coming up on the Globe Sports Corner. From inside the Globe studios on the campus of Goshen College, my name is Joey Paternostro, and welcome to the Globe Sports Corner. We've got a jam-packed show for the second episode of this semester, so let's dive right in. Goshen Volleyball grabbed their first home win over St. Francis 6-20-16 on Saturday afternoon, pulling off a 5-set thriller. It's their second straight win over USF, and they got it done with big-time performances from Nevaeh Benjamin, Emil Martinez, and Armani Guidry-Austin, all with double-digit kills. And before the match, Elena Wolf was honored for hitting 1,000 career digs. The Goshen College men's soccer team dominated Rochester Christian 8-3 on Wednesday, with 7 different Maple Leafs finding the back of the net. 11 players tallied either a goal or an assist as Goshen wrapped up non-conference play at 6 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie, already topping last season's win total. Diogo Kohelu kicked things off with a second-minute goal, and Adrian Gonzalez-Martinez led the way with 2 goals in the rout. Goshen hasn't lost at home this season and is riding a 4-game win streak heading into conference play. This marks just the 3rd time in program history the Leafs have scored 8 goals in a game, and the first time since 2003 with 7 different scorers. And lastly, for the second straight week, a Goshen College men's cross-country runner has snagged the Crossroads League Runner of the Week. Honor this time, it's Duncan Nogel. Competing against tough Division I competition at Michigan State's Spartan Invitational, Nogel placed 49th out of 291 runners with a blazing 24 minutes and 58 seconds. That time makes him just the 8th runner in GC history to run under the 25-minute mark. He shaved over 20 seconds off his Maple Leaf debut from last weekend and continues to impress after transferring from the University of Rio Grande. After the break, we'll take a look at the developments in the works for the Goshen College tennis courts, coming up on the Globe Sports Corner.
Goshen students enjoy an amazing record of success. What's the secret? It starts with hands-on learning experiences. Whether it's a service project in Peru, a sustainability semester at our Environmental Learning Center, or broadcasting for our award-winning radio station, it adds up to life-changing perspectives and real-world skill development that makes a difference to future employers. And it's all available at a campus that makes everyone feel at home. Come hang out with us and see for yourself. Schedule your campus visit today at goshen.edu/visit.
Welcome back to the Globe Sports Corner. Let's continue on with more Maple Leaf athletics with a look at the upgrades being completed by the athletic department. Jayden Yost has the story.
The latest development within the Goshen College Athletic Department, the construction of brand new on-campus tennis courts. Crews broke ground at the beginning of August and plan to conclude by October 1st. We had the opportunity to speak with Brian Mast, GC's Director of Facilities, to get the scoop on the new courts.
Ideally, it would have happened in the middle of the summer, but just the way the process rolls out, we have to go through city approval, and there's a lot of hoops to jump through.
The new tennis courts have been in the works for quite a long time. It's come with a lot of hard work and the help of some generous donors. Mast also mentioned that GC staff has been working diligently to make this project possible.
Jody Byler, VP of Advancement, is working hard with her team to connect with donors who played tennis, who had kids who played tennis, and they're coming through to fund this project.
Within the next couple of weeks, new fence posts will go in, followed by new nets. This image is the latest rendering that GC has released. 8 new courts, all Goshen purple. Pedro Scatalone, a recent Goshen grad, has taken on a new role as assistant coach for both men's and women's tennis. He's had some experience with the old courts and showed some concern for the state of the facilities.
There was grass growing, which it shouldn't happen on a tennis court. Some of the nets were not in the best shape as well. The courts were not rebuilt or taken care of for such a long time that at some point they needed to.
The teams will look to break in the new courts on October 10th for the home opener, and the coaching staff is optimistic about this season.
I think this year we we are here for big things, and I don't want to jinx it, but I'm really looking forward, and I really think that we can make great things.
Reporting for Globe Sports, my name is Jayden Yost.
I can't wait to see the finished product, and hopefully it will allow for more fans to attend home games. Coming up, we'll take a look at the Leafies, the athletic department's award ceremony. That's next on the Globe Sports Corner. Welcome inside the Globe studios. This is the Globe Sports Corner. The Leafies are the annual celebration of excellence, the student athletes on campus, and it's a fun night for all. At Goshen College, the annual Leafies Awards packed the Humble Center Sunday night with nearly 360 students, bringing together athletes, alumni, and fans for a celebration of school spirit and achievement. The night was hosted by Goshen alum and current ABC 57 anchor Dante Stanton, who shared stories from his college days and talked about life beyond the classroom.
It was great to see the energy here in the Humble Center and see everybody just get hyped up for Goshen College athletics. I love this event every year, and I was honored to be a part of it.
President Rebecca Stoltzfus took the stage to present the John Ingold Career Award, with John Ingold himself in the audience to see his legacy honored. Among the night's biggest athletic winners, one staff member stole the spotlight. Kellen Vanoski, senior counselor for selected populations, named the Fan of the Year for his constant support of Maple Leaf athletics. Vanoski was met with cheers as he shared his emotions.
And when I was officially named Fan of the Year, like, that other reaction was unbelievable. Like, yeah, I started to cry a little.
Seniors who couldn't attend sent video messages as record-breaking track and field athletes and the women's bowling team were celebrated their first ever season. They were also honored. The night wrapped up with pizza, laughs, and plenty of school pride, a true celebration of Goshen College athletics. Coming up, I'll be joined by Coach of the Year and Director of Tennis, John Beamensturfer, as we take a look at the upgrades for tennis and how it will affect his team. All that and more on the Globe Sports Corner.
You know it's tomorrow, right?
Welcome back into the studios for the Globe Sports Corner. Joining me in the studios is tennis director John Beamensturfer. John, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
So, first of all, congratulations for being named the Coach of the Year. So personally and professionally, what does that mean to you?
It's nice to be recognized for some accomplishments that I didn't do. I didn't do anything. Players did it, which is great. And amongst all the other really good coaches that we have on staff, it's an honor.
So Goshen is finally building you some new courts. So
Yes.
how is this going to impact your practices and your match days?
Well, right now we're traveling for everything. So we use high school courts locally for practices, and then we're going, we all load up and go to wherever, Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, who we're going to play against. So it'll cut down quite a bit on the travel. We'll be able to host hopefully some larger matches as well next year in the fall.
So how excited are you to host these larger matches? Because this is going to be the first time in quite a while that you're going to be able to host these large matches here at home on home field advantage.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, it's obviously playing at home is much different than on the road. You have such great support from the students and from the community, and the players notice that as well too. I mean, right now we're hearing a lot of cheers for opponents, but not a lot for ourselves, because again we're on foreign territory, so to speak.
Yeah, so speaking of the players, what's it been like? What's the vibe between, like, in the locker room about the new courts?
Oh, they're pumped. Everyone's they can't wait. I mean, it was. I think when I initially told them, they thought I was joking. I think that was kind of the overall response to it. But everyone is so excited, and even from a recruiting standpoint, it makes a real impact on telling a potential recruit, hey, look, you're going to come in, you've got literally brand new facilities, brand new courts. It's a good selling point as well.
So, Coach, what is your expectation moving forward for the rest of this season and for future seasons, especially with the upcoming recruits? What are your expectations looking like?
Expectations. To be honest, I don't look that far ahead. I guess my motto, the way that I operate is we do a little bit better every time we step foot on the court. So we're trying to get better. I would love to have some players or have a team have the opportunity to experience some postseason play at some point. I think every coach probably has that idea or that dream. But that's not the priority. We try to get better with everything that we do, and sometimes it makes it a little bit challenging because boring and repetitive at times. But that's usually what wins in big moments.
Coach, what's it going to take this year to see some postseason experience for these players?
We've got to finish probably in the top 2-3 positions in the league to have an opportunity for postseason play. So, and we've progressively each over the last 2 seasons, both teams have inched upwards from kind of where we were towards the bottom third of the standings. So now we're a little bit more towards the top or the upper third. So we're getting there.
Coach, thank you so much for joining me and being here today. Good luck on the rest of your season.
Great. Thanks for having me.
So after the break, we're going to take a look at the first home tournament in school history for the bowling team. That's coming up on the Globe Sports Corner.
Do you dream of a place to belong, to begin your journey, and to believe in something bigger than yourself? A place where you aren't lost in the crowd, but are part of the team. Communication professionals are in high demand, and Goshen College will give you the tools and hands-on experience to transform your passions into a rewarding career. Begin your career in journalism and be an agent of change at the best college newspaper in the state of Indiana, The Record. Begin a filmmaking career with 5 Core Media and work on Emmy-winning productions that propel graduates to Hollywood and beyond. And take our Semester in LA program to get a jump start in the industry. Begin your career as a public relations major, one of the fastest growing professions in the country. Begin a rewarding broadcasting career on the air at 91.1 The Globe, the best college radio station in the nation. Be a DJ, host TV shows, and broadcast live sports. Believe in yourself and make it possible at Goshen College.
Welcome back to the Globe Sports Corner. The bowling team hosted a home tournament, the first in the history of the program, on Saturday, the 20th. Kenna Rohrer has the story.
Last Saturday, the Goshen College men and women's bowling teams competed in their first ever home tournament hosted at Maple City Bowl after a year of only away games.
I think it's going to go well. I think it's our home house. We know the lanes, we know the alley. So I think for our team, personally, it's going to go well for us.
The tournament itself hosted 8 men's teams and 5 women's teams from across the circuit, largely in part to the efforts of bowling coach Scott Curtis.
I had to get it actually certified by the USBC, which is our national group that runs all the bowling, and then get a flyer out, send a lot of emails out, and then these coaches responded back. But this tournament, I wanted to create something where everybody had a chance to actually come watch the team in action. So hopefully after this year it grows with the amount of teams coming in.
On top of the excitement of playing in home lanes, the players agree the main draw is the hope of an audience.
I think this home one will be better because more people can show up, more students. Because I don't think the student body really understands how bowling works. I mean, they hear about it, they know you throw a ball down the lane, but I don't think they understand how hard and how much work we actually put into our sport.
I think this is our time now to show the audience what we really have, because sometimes last year when we had all those away games, we had just a couple of our parents come, but now we'll see some more of the student body come to Maple City Bowl, so that way we can see some more rises in the audience.
Reporting for your Globe Sports, I'm Kenna Rohrer.
We hope the bowling program continues to host more tournaments close to home. Goshen College has a new athletic director who also heads up the men's basketball team. Dwight Gingrich is new to Maple Leaf Athletic Department and brings years of experience. Jayden Yost has that story.
On July 1st, Dwight Gingrich assumed dual roles as the new athletic director at GC, as well as the head coach of the men's basketball team. Gingrich comes to Goshen with over 40 years of coaching and administrative experience, all at Hillcrest Academy in Kelowna, Iowa. Gingrich has been very willing to soak up any information he can from his cohort in the athletic office and has been open to understanding how Goshen athletics operate.
He's asking questions, he's learning about the systems, learning about the school, and genuinely wants to know all the information before he's really making decisions.
A big point of emphasis within the athletic department is stressing the importance of student athletes supporting their peers campus-wide.
We want to impact campus in a really positive way in how we integrate, and how we get back and forth between our events here in the RFC and then across campus.
If you can support your other students, your other peers on campus, then they are more likely to support you and come to your games and events as well.
Currently, Gingrich is just trying to get acclimated with students on campus and form relationships wherever he can.
I think just learning names, building connections across campus, both with staff and then with students, has been a priority for me.
Reporting for Globe Sports, my name is Jayden Yost.
Excited to see what his first year in this position brings for the Maple Leaf Athletic Department. After the break, we'll take a look at the Everence Financial Student Athlete of the Week, and we'll hear the rundown of upcoming sports schedule for the next week with the Maple Leaf Minute. Stick around, you're watching the Globe Sports Corner.
So you just graduated from Goshen College? What experiences prepared you for this job?
Where do I begin?
Back in the studios, this is the Globe Sports Corner. It's that time of show where we take a look at the Everence Student Athlete of the Week. This week, the title goes to Timo Novak, a sophomore on the men's tennis team. In Goshen's dominant 7-0 season opening win at Prairie State on Friday the 12th, Novak cruised to a flawless 6-0, 6-0 victory at number 2 singles and teamed up with Denis Stankovic for a 6-1 win at number 1 doubles. Congratulations, Timo. Now let's dive into the upcoming week in Maple Leaf athletics with your Maple Leaf Minute. We'll turn it over to Kate Bodiker. Kate, let us know what's in store for GC Athletics this week.
Thanks, Joey. We are starting the week off strong with both men's and women's soccer taking on Mount Vernon Nazarene. The women are at home at 6:30 and the men are on the road at 7. Immediately following women's soccer, women's volleyball is at home once again to take on the Foresters of Huntington University. And finally, mixing things up with an all-day Thursday match, men's and women's tennis will travel to the ITA Regional Tournament. Then on Saturday, it's a triple feature against the Marion Knights. Men's soccer is at home at 3 and women's volleyball is away at 5, joined by the women's soccer team also on the road at 7. For the full Maple Leaf schedule, including updates, time changes, and scores, check out GoLeafs.net. That's going to do it for your Maple Leaf Minute. Back to you, Joey.
Thanks, Kate. And with that, we're signing off for this week's episode of the Globe Sports Corner. For more Globe content, be sure to check us out at the web at globeradio.org and on YouTube at 91.1 The Globe. Check out our socials on Facebook and Instagram at 91.1 The Globe and at Blue Sky at globeradio.org. Also, check out the Globe Radio app so you can stream the Globe wherever you go so you don't miss a beat. We'll be back in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Globe Sports Corner. Until then, for the entire Globe staff, for Kate Bodiker, my name is Joey Paternostro. Thanks for watching.